Now, International Women's Day is celebrated in many countries around the world. It is a day when women are recognized for their achievement without regards to division, whether national, ethnic, cultural, economical, or political. Now, officially recognized by the United Nations in 1977, but the fact that Women's Day is celebrated on March the 8th is strongly linked to the women's movement during the Russian Revolution. The first ever celebration of Women's Day was done in the US in February 28th of 1909. But whatever the history is, the fact still remains that the world over today is indeed a day to celebrate women and their huge contribution they've made in the world advancement. So no surprise, the theme for this year's International Women's Day 2024 celebration is investing in women and accelerating progress, which is simply put, it means inspire inclusion. And that's why we're having a lovely one for the ladies and indeed a one for us to truly celebrate in our celebration of International Women's Day 2024. But anyway, we did the first half, and the second half now we're being joined by two lovely ladies in the house, all of the beat for us to still celebrate women and the lovely contribution they've made in nation's advancement. And I have no other but women from the International Forum for Women in Energy and Gas, Delta State Chapter. And particular order, I just need to welcome them. And I'll need to welcome Mercy Udu. She's the External Relation and Director of WIOG, Delta State Chapter.
Thank you.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, sir.
And also Gochuku Okepolo, Director of WIOG,
the same
Delta Chapter. Good morning and welcome also.
Thank you for having us.
Well, anyways, I would want us to first, or rather start by first congratulating you women. A special day. Funny enough, the women have to celebrate before the men. Well, okay, well, anyway, irrespective, we need to just really congratulate you ladies for today's Women's Day celebration. And for us to do so, I rather want to start with the remark coming from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu this morning in his celebration of Women's Day. And what he said this morning in marking today, I described women as cornerstone of the nation's progress and prosperity. But my first question now to you, are Nigerian women truly seen and appreciated as genuine cornerstone in the nation's progress and prosperity? Any of you can go with it.
Not really.
I'm expecting a yes.
Not really. Okay. We have so many mindsets, stereotypes around women.
Okay.
Women have been stereotyped for inefficiency, inconsistency, not serious, now woman, according to Delta, now woman, What do you expect? And what you expect, you get. What you expect, you get. What are we expecting? We are parents. The same treatment we give to our girls, are we giving the same treatment we are giving to our male children? Are we giving them to our girls? The same exposure we are giving to our girls, are we giving them to our boys? Because growth and learning is the basis of any development. The cornerstone of any development. Are you exposing women the way you should? In your offices, when there are conferences abroad, how many women do you take along? Because education is not just learning.
Yeah.
It is experience and it is exposure.
Yeah.
And the more you do, the better you get at it.
Of course.
Women are actually cornerstone because who made us? Who nurtured us? And if women can nurture presidents, why can't they be presidents? If they could nurture engineers, why they can't be engineers? The first people who taught us how to do our homework were our mothers.
Most certainly.
But most times it's our limitation. Our women are intelligent. They are bold, they are strong. But rather, I think because of the atmosphere, we have become laid back.
Okay, now, for you, what do you feel? You talked about stereotype.
Yeah.
And you talk about, is it a cultural thing or is it just a feeling of, forgive my language and I hope the men will forgive me with this, the feeling of being insecure coming from the men's side? That's why women are not given that opportunity to be true partners in nation development. So where does the problem lie? Is it more about the culture, or is more like we're not just really comfortable having you guys around, so you don't know how to end up taking our jobs?
All of the above. All of the above. A man will not want to stay alone. I don't know any man that can stay a month without an interface with a female. But I think experientially, women have been on the fighting mode, been on the in the silent by the corner. So anyone you push to the limelight is like she's in a fight mode, and she doesn't represent women the way she ought to. So they look, you see, we invited her now, she has come to cause wahala. What did we see? So I think women having the right focus, having the right strategy, and repositioning for growth. Like for me this year, when you say include women, it's like you are giving the power to the male. So I coined a particular, I say, inspire your own inclusion. That is what I'm looking at. Because most times, we are. But even the few chances given to women, what do? How many women can express themselves in meetings? You go to a meeting, 10 men, 20 men in a meeting room, in a conference, in a seminar. Maybe only 3 women got represented, maybe the organization. They go there, they don't say one thing. So next time, say, why did we bring them? Just to warm the chairs? Okay, they better serve meat pie, serve the drinks. They don't say anything anyway. Only a few women have the boldness that, this is a meeting room. And there are chairs at the back. Most women will go take the seat at the back, even when the seats at the front are not occupied. So positionally, we don't want to be visible, even though we are crying, I want. How many women who are in career, in a year, we say, I will do a course. I am going to go for a training. Sponsor yourself. Women have not actually invested in themselves. You say it's a man's world, but when the opportunity is given to you, are you equipped
to handle?
Are you exposed to handle? Are you experienced to handle? Those are one of the issues. I know women, we have a lot to give, but do we prepare? We shy away from visibility. In Delta, to the show himself. If you don't show yourself, who else would you show? So you rather be on a whole? Like I tell people, your contribution is your inclusion.
Of course.
If a woman comes to a meeting and is able to give an idea or information that changes the narrative of that meeting, I bet you next time they will include maybe 2 or 3 other women. But the few that are included, they don't inspire the inclusion of others because they do nothing. A woman is given a position as an MD, and before the end of her tenure, her company runs down because, excuse here or excuse there, or made a supervisor. You are supposed to be in a meeting. She's running into her meeting, carrying how many bags, all sweaty and the rest. My pikin do this, my pikin do that. Excuses that shuts the door and reinforce the barriers and stereotypes they have. And we talk about a woman. He supposed don't do this meeting. He must complain, say woman do this. So we say, that's also belly depend them and the rest. Women need to know that these stereotypes are there. And when we have the opportunity, we should know that we are the ambassadors to break the barrier and make other women to be included. Inclusion comes with value, flows with value. No contribution, you will not be included. That is why most of the inclusion in the Nigerian sector or the offices make it just be said they put women there.
Okay, well anyway, well said, and a lot you've said. Now let me come to you, Mercy Udu. She talked about something of inclusion, and if we take our mind to the present, I want us to go a bit political this time and look at it in a larger and broader sense. Now, as it stands in the Senate now, in the Nigerian Senate, the 10th Assembly, we have only 3 women out of the 109 senators that are women. 3. And funny enough, in the 9th Assembly, we had 7. So there's a reduction.
It's
diminishing. So my question now, she has said a lot. Do you feel the problem, like she said, is that women look at you more like competitors rather than partners? And do you feel also women, just like what she said, sometimes shy away when it comes to the large stage?
Yeah.
When they're now being made to shine, that's when
they shy away.
The fear, the feeling of, am I good enough to be there,
exactly,
comes into being.
Exactly.
So let's understand that. And you help me with something. I really want to understand why that mindset.
Thank you very much. There's what we call antagonizing.
Okay.
Women, first of all, are blessed people with power.
Okay.
And they're not just power to fight, just fight, physical fight. Women fight to produce results. And that's why when you see the few that speak, they speak boldly. When you see the few that want to, they push that. They don't stop. You know, we have seen the first female aspirant, presidential aspirant. She came out 4 times. She came the first time, it didn't work. She came the second time. That's women for you. When they want to push, they push out. But because she knew she has all she needed to use to push. So sometimes when we talk about women shying away, a lot shy away. Why? Because, like she says, stereotypes. First of all, you will get some words that will really diminish your person.
Be hurtful to.
Yes. They will tell you words. Sometimes they will have to look at you, weigh you whether you're a married woman, weigh you whether you have children. And sometimes they use those points on you. And that's what makes some ladies slow back. They're like, I don't want to be talked to anyhow. I don't want to be antagonized.
You don't want to be stereotyped.
Yes. And some ladies will say, I don't care. I am pushing it. And those are the kind of ladies we want to see. You push without caring, just knowing you have what it takes. A lot of women, apart from being academically okay, do you have anything to show? Some go into marriages. They don't have anything to show in marriages. You wait for the man, he wants 10 naira, he gets it from his friends. He wants 20 naira, he gets it from his friends. He has used this 50 naira on you, and then he needs 20 naira, he gets from someone else.
And not from you.
I'm not from you. So what's this man's mentality about a woman going to be like? If he leaves that one, he say, no, this one's not to come chop. They don't bring anything to the table. And so if individually, people don't see what a lady is producing, politically and nationally, people will still see ladies that way. Because from one man to another man, he gives you his own experience. The other one gives his own experience. When they are sitting on the table, they say, no, we can't. This woman will just bring down this business. And most times, that's what brings about the stereotypes. That's what brings about putting the woman by the corner, even though the ladies are the cornerstone. And now we look at it from the political angle. Do you know we've had a brigadier, a female brigadier in Nigeria in 1996?
Army, yeah.
In Nigerian army, she's a female brigadier. Imagine a female being a brigadier, because they feel women have so many issues. They are handling children. It shouldn't be our excuse. Your children shouldn't be your excuse. So she didn't look at it as an excuse. You'll be surprised she has children, but it was not an excuse. We haven't gone through Iwela. Yes. She has never had excuse with children. And she's doing very well. We have women who are doing very well, who choose to come out doing very well, producing results. Now, she's not functioning in Nigerian service anymore, yeah. But she's doing well. International level.
A better exposure.
Level. Meaning she has something she's bringing to the table. People are seeing it. So we want a situation, apart from we Nigerians, we women, staying at the backyard, staying behind. We want this push. We want you to know that you can do it. Like we had a first session and we said females in their primary, secondary schools sometimes are in the first, second, third positions.
What happened?
In classes. And then when they want to go to university, they are looking for economics to do, because they feel, because these stereotypes doesn't begin from the public. Yeah. It begins from the home.
Foundation.
It's the father that says, you say you want to what? Engineer. You want to put your leg or what? To be climbing up. No. It starts from the home. And so this person's passion for it comes down. And they start thinking of, okay, which one will I do? They say tailoring, economics, catering. It doesn't just end there. Women, like now we have in oil and gas, we have just 22% of women, which is not supposed to be. When women work in an air sector, they expect you to work as the tigre. And how will the president of Nigeria say we are the cornerstone when they are not giving us the positions?
Anyway, it's a way of really assessing your contribution as it concerns nation building. But both of you have said this, and I'm being forced to ask. Now, let's talk about also having women I don't just want us to leave it at just the political space. I want us to deep in it. Now let's talk about women supporting women, because that's another major problem. We've seen scenarios whereby a woman has that authority or has that position to help a fellow woman. You said it. I could still remember, her name is Mrs. Sarah, and she's come out almost 4 times seeking the presidency. And in her last chance, she was only voted by 2 persons.
Really?
Her husband and a family member. And there were many women delegates on the platform of her political party that would have like ordinary, oh, she's from my gender, let me vote her. So let's look at women not supporting women to attain that position. It's also a problem. Yeah. Rather than hit us with the sledgehammer that women are always a problem. But do women also support women to attain that height?
Women supporting women has been major issues.
Okay.
Major challenges. Why? Women have so stereotyped. The stereotype has become embedded, limiting beliefs that if they see a woman trying to break it, what are you looking for? Have you finished taking care of your children? Don't
so
you feel
that you feel is the first question?
Yeah, that you just feel, why are you jumping up and down? What are you looking for? Some will even tell you, your husband is comfortable, he can take care of you. Which one is this one? You are going here, going there, stay in one place, all these ones, you know. So it's stereotyping. Then another thing is visibility. Women don't talk. We are not authentic to ourselves. We don't know how to express ourselves. Because I bet you, women shy away from interactions.
Yeah,
and if you don't interact, how will people know? If I have a tailor in my compound, I actually had that. A tailor was in my compound. Somebody told me that she's one of the finest tailor in my compound. I did not know. So I was preparing for my father's funeral and I was looking for a tailor. And somebody said, that woman is. Why would somebody support you when they don't know you? Women will love to hide ourselves under makeups, under hair, under a lot of things. People don't really know who we are. We shy away from interaction. We shy away from expression. If during international conferences they give us slots, there are slots for presentation and the rest, 99.9% will be men who are sending in their papers, I want to do a presentation. Women won't. So why would somebody, like, I am not advocating women inclusion for just numbers. Women inclusion for effectiveness. Okay. I am a woman. I won't want to hire. I see many young ladies, NYC, and I'm head of corporate services for my organization. And I ask, what is special about you that I will want to give you a chance over other couples? And a beautiful girl will say, I don't know. You don't know what is special about you. Why will I support you? Like from the foundation, I think fathers, the way a female child glorifies the fathers, if the fathers knows, they are going to put in a lot into them. I am who I am today because of the impact of my father. He encouraged us to speak, so I can speak before a president. If I see the president of Nigeria now, I won't be tongue-tied, because from when we were young, family interaction. Oh God, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? So I think we don't say anything. If you don't say anything, how will I know? Will I support nothing? Everybody wants progress. We don't want, she's a woman, let's just support her. She's a woman, I know she can deliver. She has done this, she has done this. She can bring this value, so I will support her. That is it.
Okay, now let's come to this year's theme, investing in women and accelerating progress, which simply puts inspire inclusion. And that's what it means. Now, how can that be achieved? And the reason I'm asking this is, let's be frank, we're going through one of the most difficult times in our nation's history. Yeah. The economy is almost in shatters. Nigerians are going through a very difficult time. Not just the economy itself, we want to talk about security. A lot is happening at the moment. So, talking about investing in them to achieve progress that many feels has eluded us for like a decade now. We've always been in the negative in every phase, both political, economical, religious, everywhere we seem to be in the negative and the red. So let's now ask, how can women be invested in to change the narrative, to return us back to the path of growth? Any of you can go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
we have custom duties. Make a woman the leader. We have readied women for that positions. Did you wear when Godwin was working? You saw the results.
Yeah.
Mike in Germany, the former prime minister in Germany.
Yeah.
She got good results because women are wired that when they want, before a lady comes out, step out that I want to go into politics, the lady has two things in mind. I need to change this situation. I don't like it. Only 2% of women go there greedily. It's 98% of women go there wanting to change situations. Give them the room to do that. CBN, change, put a female there. When you put a male to handle something, make the vice a woman. If you put a female as the president, make a man the vice, and you will see they will koinonia. They will work in good agreement, good relationship, and that's where we'll get results. If you put, it's like making two men marry each other. What will they teach the children? That's just it. A nation is like kids to the leaders of that nation. So if you make a male and a female in top positions, decision-making positions for female, you will get good decisions. You know why? Ladies, how do ladies navigate 9 months of excruciating pain? You can't actually explain how.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to go around there. Okay. But what we are saying is that they analyze from different perspectives. Women perceive your look. They perceive what you will be feeling. They perceive this person is not doing well, and they're like, okay, what do you need? Is it training you need? But men will come out. Sorry to say that. Men are very direct. A man will be traveling somewhere and he's just after where he's traveling to. And what he will wear for those 3 days might not be planned. Yeah. But a lady will plan, we need to brush our mouth. Okay, what if we need to drink water? Let's have some in the bag. A man won't plan that. Why? The lady knows how to, let's not use this money for that water, I already carried water. So this money can go for this. So ladies, if given positions, give them money to fund that position. Then put someone to oversee.
Yeah.
The same way we should do for men, but I'm talking about the ladies. Yeah. Give them the power that I have given you a position. Give them the authority to rule. If you give women position and you still want to control them, you will not get good result. Give them position and give them the room to bring in what they have to bring in. Don't tell them, this is how we should do it. I just put you here to be here and follow it. No, tell her, what do you know can change this situation? And with this, we will be getting good results. Let's put women in positions of decision makings, and different companies and different organizations, whether politics or wherever, we grow. That is why if a lady slacks behind in her matrimonial home by not telling her husband the wrong and the good to do, you'll find out that both of them will go down.
Most certainly. Yeah, because many will even say women, if you have a difficult man, the best way to approach him is going through the wife. But let's go to this now, and because I'm way concerned in this year's thing, accelerating progress. We need to start making gains. And as President Tinubu said this morning, that you ladies or women are the cornerstone of every nation development, and so far you've been doing that. It's a plus though. I want you to also help us look at it in, let's look at the way things are, and having more women get in position of either professionally or politically, they are now taking that leadership role. If we continue on that path, where do you feel we'll be in the next 10 years? If, and only if, women are highly or totally included in nation building, in your own perspective? I'm talking to you, madam. Yeah.
Okay, so
what do you feel if given that chance now, we totally give women that chance to also add theirs to nation building? In the next 10 years, where do you think Nigeria will be?
We'll be in a path of progress. Women actually influence change through values. And like Madam Mercy said, just tell us the desired destination. What do you want to achieve? Women are strategic. We will see. You say, I want jollof rice, I want this. They will check what is in the kitchen and be able to produce something for you. We need to have access to the resources. We need to have access to the goal. Clear-cut goals. What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to go? What is the desired result? What is the desired and expected outcome? Then women are planners. They are very good planners. They are very good budget. They are very good at budgeting. And women can actually make a lot of sacrifices if they know that this sacrifice is going to terminate. Yes, this is where it is going to. So I would say, expose women to more learning, expose women to more issues, do town hall meetings, but get from the grassroots what is wrong, what is happening. We have abandoned farming, we are concentrating in oil, we have abandoned cocoa, we have abandoned rubber, we have huge natural resources. Why don't we go back? What has been affecting Nigeria is single source of income, majorly oil and the rest for many years. Then the oil is being bunkered and the rest. Let's see. Put women on the table. Let us discuss this and be open. Don't discuss for discussing sake, and it ends with paper that you don't implement.
White paper.
White paper. That's all. So I think continuous learning and skill development. Our educational system is flawed. And which people are mostly in the educational system? Women. So I am saying the Inspire Inclusion starts from the grassroots. Are we ready to make sacrifices? Women nowadays, we are not ready to make the sacrifices that our mothers made. And I'm telling us, forget the superficial, forget this. Work. Let's from, you see a woman that is selling akara, they will struggle to buy wig for the daughter instead of struggling to pay school fees and empower her for the future. And she ends up in the hands of a truck driver or a pusher in the market that gets her pregnant, and the circle of poverty. Continue. We had women that were illiterate and said, oh, I love my children to go to school. They fried gari, they did everything. They didn't tie wrapper because they wanted a good future for their children. But what do we see now? Women are selling the future of our children. They will go to the farm and buy laptop for Yahoo. You say, oh, which school does your child want to go now? Is it going to the university? You say, no, I won't go do HK. That is what we are seeing now. So I think we need to realign. We have, I love beauty. Yeah. I love class. But there is a place for work. Without the work, you can't. If you harness beauty and class too early, you are going to destroy the future of the child. Everybody has to make sacrifice. The people who are up there, somebody made the sacrifices for them. But you, in your own little way, as a petty trader, as a woman and a teacher, as this the little way, what sacrifice are you willing to make for your own self, for the growth of your own children before others? That is why I'm saying, not inspire inclusion, inspire your own inclusion. Your children that you are raising, are they assets? You yourself in your community, because many men, I don't think that women understand the strategy. It's like a cycle. Mr. ABC are in the same office. Mr. A desires and opens a big, massive supermarket for the wife. And in 5 years' time, that supermarket is closed down. What if you worked hard that supermarket spread? You are going to inspire Mr. B to do something to empower the wife. We inspire our inclusion. Nobody wants to move around in circles. If you got the solution, no matter the stereotype, one way or the other, when hunger comes, you say, please help me, right? Yes. So let's inspire our inclusion. Let's work hard. Let's ditch this superficial thing. It is not there, it's not there. We are pretending. You know, we are in the era of makeup, eyelashes, hair, this, and nothing is working.
We can go on, and we'll never be tired of talking about this, but I need to let you ladies know we're totally out of time. And I would need, before doing that, I really need to thank no other but Ogochukwu Okekpolo. Okekpolo. Yes. Director of Women in Energy, Oil and Gas at Delta State Chapter, and also Mercy Udu. She's the External Relations Director of Women in Oil and Gas Delta State Chapter. I thank both of you ladies for coming.
Thank you.
The celebration continues. So
yes.
Have a beautiful International Women's Day.
Thank you.
I just pray the inclusion finally comes.
It will come. It will come. It will come. It will come. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And we've come to the end of the show today. I really need especially to thank everyone that was a part of it, and those that were, or rather will always want to stick with Quest today. Well, it has been a full circle from Monday till the climax here today on Friday. But special thanks to the crew back then. I'm talking about Caleb, RSA, Evies, we have the Big Sam, and Lovett is doing a great job also. Women inclusion, yeah, it is. But anyway, for me, Michael Gobadia, it's a quick bye-bye. God willing, we'll see you next week. Bye for now.